Okay, guys. Hello and welcome to your respiratory system virtual class. I am Ms. Jihan Simon, your human biology teacher. So, from the time we cry at birth, we breathe for the first time. This is the package that you come in when you are brand new to this world. You don't breathe inside it. So, oxygen has to be transported from your mother through the placenta. We breathe even when we are sleeping because we can't leave without oxygen. Every breath sends oxygen to our cells in our body. Oxygen is the most important element to live. The respiratory system is responsible for adequately administering oxygen to your body. Oxygen is so important that we can't live without it for less than 5 minutes. So we can live with no food for 1 month, no water for 1 week, but it is impossible to live without oxygen for more than 5 minutes. Cellular respiration. The purpose of the respiratory system is to maintain cellular respiration, to supply oxygen and eliminate waste as carbon dioxide. Oxygen makes 1/5 of the Earth's atmosphere. It can be combined with almost all other elements. And what happens is a combustion like reaction where carbon reacts with oxygen from the air, and the waste product of this chemical reaction is carbon dioxide and energy. So, in the case when we light a match, the flame will last for as long as it continues to receive the adequate amount of carbon that is the wood in the match and the oxygen from the air. This same process applies for all animals. Our source of carbon is food and sugar molecules that we eat, and oxygen, we get it from the air. So you can see here how sugar, C6H12O6, reacts with oxygen from the air, and our waste products are carbon dioxide, water, and energy in the form of ATP. Ventilation is transporting of gases from the atmosphere to a person's lungs. Respiration is a process in which oxygen is carried through the cells of our body and carbon dioxide is discarded. For example, we have this unicellular microorganism called paramecium, which uses a simple respiratory process without any effort or energy. Oxygen just goes through its membranes by a process called simple diffusion, which is the movement of oxygen from one area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. And this just doesn't require any energy. The same is true for our blood cells, which you can see how oxygen is being introduced into our red blood cells by simple diffusion, and carbon dioxide is discarded from our body. If you take a fish out of the water, it will die even when the air has 40 times more oxygen than water. Why do you think this is? Well, for oxygen to be dissolved, it has to be wet. So the fish is going to suffocate because one, the gills collapse one on top of the other, reducing its surface area to be able to breathe. And the second is due to dryness, because as I said before, oxygen and carbon dioxide must be dissolved in water to go through diffusion. This means the respiratory membranes must be kept wet. If we had a respiratory membrane outside of our bodies, it would dry up quickly, and that is not compatible with life, at least for humans, because there are other animals, such as some worms, which their entire body is a membrane, and they live in very humid places, so they can process oxygen and carbon dioxide through it. But our respiratory system is different. And for able to live, our respiratory system has to be inside our bodies to keep our respiratory membranes wet. Except the nose, because we need it in order to breathe in the air. So, guys, in Google Classroom, you have 2 assignments, which one of them is about this next video. So please watch this video, complete the questions, and upload your work. The same goes for activity 19 from your book, but I want it by hand and scan your work or take an image and upload it, because I need to see that you had written down on your textbook. This is the respiratory introduction, and I hope you enjoy it. The next class, we are going to talk about the anatomy of the respiratory system. So I would like you to start reading about the organs of the respiratory system. Thank you and have a great day.